I'm starting this season by fixing a cup of hibiscus tea, watching the color bloom in the water as everything slows down for a moment. I took a step back for a while to study herbalism, slow down, and reconnect with beauty of growing things with intention. Now I'm back, and this season feels different. What started as a simple love for gardening has slowly turned into something deeper, learning the healing properties of herbs, understanding the rhythm of nature, and creating a cottage garden that feels peaceful, lived in, and meaningful. So, as I begin planting again, I want to bring you along behind the scenes of this journey with me. The garden is still coming together. There's still a lot of work to do, still lessons to learn, and still dreams being planted. But maybe that's the beauty of all of it. I want to show you one of my favorite things, these beautiful white native flowers. Native and wild blooms have become some of my absolute favorites in the garden. There's something so effortless and free about them. And I also want to show you this little creative idea that I tried. It's an old ice cream container. I removed the lid, the blade insert, and added a drainage hose. And I turned it into this beautiful flower pot. It's simple, recycled, and it's perfect for starting plants without buying anything new. This is the kind of creativity I'll be sharing more here. So simple, budget friendly, and a beautiful way to build a cottage garden with what you already have. So stick around and watch the videos as they come. While the garden is growing outside, something is just as important about being built behind the scenes, these sturdy wooden tables. My husband is making them by hand, strong and simple and made to last. One I call is my planting table, and the other ones are my growing tables, where I'll keep lettuce and flowers and veggies and herbs in high places so it'll help protect from the bugs and make everything easier to manage. In my cottage garden, I like to bring everything outside and let it feel a little wild, a little soft, like it's always been there. There's something about watching flowers spill into each other that just slows everything down. I'm drawn to those deep berry tones, the rich, almost wine colored blooms that feel grounded and bold at the same time. Then I balance that with soft whites and the creamy petals that almost glow in the morning light. I love peach tones too, those warm, gentle shades that feel summer and never really leaves. Even the pale yellow colors, tucked in a bit of sunshine with the soft pinks, bring that quiet, romantic feel, and something that adds just a touch of orange somewhere in the garden. I might add as a small accent, like a spark, not too loud, just enough to wake everything up. In my cottage garden, even the pots have a place and purpose. I like keeping everything organized, but still natural, like it belongs, not forced. Smaller pots are grouped together so they don't feel lost, and the larger ones become a little anchor points around my space. There's still a lot of work ahead, especially with preparing my watermelon patch. This one has to be a little more controlled because watermelons don't just grow, they take over if you let them. So I'm building it inside a garden bed where I can guide everything with intention. The soil has to be just right, loose, rich, and ready to hold all the heavy growth. I'm still clearing, still amending, still shaping the space so it can support long vines without becoming chaotic. I want it to feel contained but not restricted, like it has room to stretch without escaping everywhere. It's one of those slow projects where you don't see the payoff right away, but I know once it's ready, it's going to turn into a beautiful, productive corner of the garden, something that feels both wild and organized at the same time. I am also still preparing the soil for my native flower section. That part of the garden is more free flowing, more natural, like it's meant to feel like it was always there. I'm working on bringing in African daisies right now. I just love how bright and alive they look, almost like the little burst of color in the bed. I'm adding more native flowers too, even though I'm still learning all the names of them. Honestly, I just go to the nursery, pick what really stands out to me, the ones that pull my attention right away. Over time, I'm starting to understand how they all work together, but for now, it's more about feeling than rules. I'm just building a space that feels wild, colorful, and alive in its own natural way. Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you one of my secrets of planting my herbs. And when you are planting them, you want to give them really good drainage. So let me put on my gloves. I have a old vintage pot. You know, I collect vintage items, and I have been looking everywhere for this doggone tin tub. And I went to a yard sale in my area, and Lord and behold, there was one. She didn't have it out for sale, but it was in her personal garden or whatever, but she was willing to sell it to me. So, and this is what it looks like. It's an old vintage tub, y'all. This is so beautiful. And I am going to put my rosemary in it. And rosemary, they like to spread wide. So I want to give them a really good well drainage. And here's the trick to it. You want to use some old twigs or sticks, and you want to put it in the bottom, but you want to make sure that you have holes in the very bottom so it can drain. But the trick is you want to put the twigs in the very bottom of the tin tub. So I just take some twigs that I have pretty much in my compost pile, and I'm just going to break them down and put them in the bottom. And then you're going to layer it with your soil, and that's going to make the rosemary spread out really pretty and wide. So I just have it layered in the bottom of the tub, just like that. And just look, just think how pretty this is going to be in my cottage garden. I'm going to put it in here, and it's going to spread wide, pretty much as this tin tub. So, like I said, for well drainage, you want to do that, and it's definitely going to give you a really great drainage to keep your rosemary ready. And then I just picked up some other vintage items. I want to show you this beautiful iron flower pot that I have. I'm going to use that. And then I have this other cute flower pot. I don't know if you can see the details on that, but look at that ceramic pot. It is so, so beautiful. So that is it, guys. And I'll come back and show you some other things that I'm doing. On my planning table, I've started adding these reclaimed vintage pieces, little touches that feel like they already have a story. I've got beautiful dahlias growing nearby, cosmos that just dance in the wind like they don't have a care in the world. The dahlias may look very small now, but once they fully mature, they are going to be at least 5 feet to 6 feet tall. They are going to be so beautiful. And some of my favorites are the cafe au lait, I have the cream, and then I have the deep berry. Think about how pretty that's going to be, and I am so excited. Out by the apple tree, I catch myself watching the fruit form, just waiting for that slow, quiet harvest. And the privacy fence, that's its own story. My husband put that whole fence up by himself. He's a builder and inventor at heart, and he's really made it happen from start to finish. I was there with my supervising, of course, but this one is truly his work, and I love watching what he can create with his hands. On my side of the fence, it's going to be this peaceful, romantic space where everything just slows down and comes alive. I've always felt like a permaculturist at heart. I love catching rainfall and using it to water my flowers and veggie garden. It gets really dry here, sometimes so that the rainwater feels like gold. And if you ever notice, plants just perk up differently when they get rainwater. It's like they recognize it and grow with a little more life in them. In this garden, everything is still in motion, still being planned, still being planted, and still becoming. I'm also starting seed for hollyhocks because I want those tall, old fashioned blooms standing like soft towers throughout the garden. And the herbs, I never skip the herbs. Some are for the seasoning food, some are for medicinal use, and some are just there because they smell like peace when you brush past them. Everything is layered here in greens, flowers, vegetables, all being planted together like a full cottage garden that's still unfolding. I'm sowing, spacing, dreaming ahead of what this space is going to become. So keep watching because this is just the beginning. This isn't a finished garden, it's a transformation in real time. And what's coming is going to feel like a cottage garden you don't see, you step into and feel it. And the cottage garden is not just flowers. There are fruit trees coming in there, on my own fig trees, pear trees, blueberry bushes, slow growing, long term pieces of the garden that will still shape everything around them. I'm even thinking ahead about cut flowers. Maybe, just maybe, opening this space up one day so people can come and pick blooms and experience it for themselves. Stay tuned because what's coming next in this garden transformation is only getting more beautiful, more intentional, more alive than ever. And you won't want to miss a single step of what this cottage garden becomes.